All right, does anyone have someone here who's on bond? All right, so we're waiting for them to bring the other inmates out.
That's a big change.
All right,
No, that's a.
that's a,
Another stop.
yes. So, so who is his attorney?
I'm getting that right now, Judge.
All right.
My computer's just closed.
Hello, Mr. Cox.
Read it. CLE we're gonna do today.
Yeah.
I've never seen that when I walk into a court.
Oh, yeah.
Like the kid, like the little kid?
Yeah. Oh, I have no idea.
We'll put that on. We'll get a. Okay, I'll just. Wonder.
All right, so on Mr. Bill, I thank you, Cindy, and thank you, everyone. You cannot smoke in a park. Who knew? Cornelius, did you know you're not allowed to smoke in a park? Just smoke, period. No, period. You're not allowed to smoke.
But it has to be designated.
No, it's some sort of city ordinance.
You don't have, it doesn't have to be. Like a little trespass sign, it needs to be a sign that says.
No, and get this.
Cause you're
So-
walking, you may not know you're in a park.
Well, this is what I don't understand. How is it you can't smoke in a park, but you can barbecue in a park?
Well, you can't, you're not. You can drink at state parks. I don't think you're supposed to drink, have alcohol at a state park.
Look at us.
State park, can't smoke in state park.
We needed you
But I don't think.
this morning with that.
Morning, Judge. You just said you didn't want someone to say they believe, and I was gonna be able to say I believe.
Oh, you believe, but you went and looked it up.
I'd ask some other people.
See, people are always asking people, and the other people are like, we believe, but they were definitive in their answer.
They were your honor.
Okay.
So you say in the city park,
The city park. Yeah, state park, you can smoke all day long.
Actually, it's more expensive than that.
State park.
In all city-owned
Yeah.
public squares, closets, and parks.
Yeah, you can't smoke in front of Santa Cruz.
Okay.
In front of it.
Oh,
Not
thank
that
you.
whole- The whole, that whole square. You smoke on the sidewalk, you just can't smoke in the whole square.
See, I love receiving information. Oh, yes.
That'd be up to the bike.
So let me reread this.
doesn't have to be designated.
No, it already, it is. Just kind of like, ergo, we better not smoke around the church.
And everyone, once the inmates are brought up, I'll take everybody. If you have somebody who's here who's on bond, I'll take it up now. Who do you have?
Scott, your honor.
Okay. All righty, if you'll bring Mr. Scott up. Let you know, my grandmother always said, if you don't learn something new every day, then you wasted a day. So I just learned the ordinance. I had no idea. All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 002935 State versus Terrence Lamont Scott. Could I have the parties announced?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Todd Lester for Mr. Scott.
And are you Mr. Scott?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery and did you review that with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Scott, did you review the application? You need this.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the application for deferred adjudication or community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we move to proceed on the lesser included offense of felon in possession of a firearm, the third degree.
Any objections?
None.
Mr. Scott, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand the state is proceeding on felon in possession of a weapon as a third degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Scott, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on the lesser included offense of felon in possession of a weapon. They're asking for a $2,000 fine and the state recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
None.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that you deferred adjudication be for a term of 6 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, and the MRT course. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the lesser included offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Good.
State, any evidence?
Did offer states one in attachment.
No objections.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Please, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, my client has not been in trouble with the law for quite some time. He certainly has turned his life around since he was previously in trouble. He wants to put this behind him. He's gainfully employed, and we'd like the court to please follow the sentencing recommendation.
All right, if you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Good.
For what?
Marijuana.
Why are you using marijuana?
I have
Just
no-
want to?
No, ma'am,
All right, so why are you using it?
just using.
Well, the just because needs to stop. You understand? Do you have any children?
One.
Age?
Seven.
And what do you do for a living?
I work at warehouse,
Doing what?
assembly work.
And do you drive around with your child sometimes? Have them in the vehicle with you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, no child wants to be in a vehicle that smells like marijuana.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you're around a certain scent for a long time, as the commercial says, you go nose blind to it. And you may think your car smells fine, you know, you're spraying it, you're cleaning it. But to other people who are not around marijuana, it just hits them in the face. And you're 11-year-old, you don't want them to grow up smoking marijuana, right?
No, ma'am.
So you're gonna have to set a better example for them. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. How far did you go in school?
Hospital. Graduated.
All right. So what do you want to do with the rest of your life?
Wanna drive trucks.
What are you doing to make that happen?
Right now, I'm just working to pay tickets.
All
So I
right.
can get my license back in.
All right. So you can't just be waiting for that. You got to start setting goals so you can meet that goal. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. This is what the court will do. The court will sentence you to 6 years deferred adjudication. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, tests for levels, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, 200 hours of community service restitution. 100 of those hours will be deemed satisfied upon completion of parenting classes. The remaining 100 hours will be deemed satisfied if you obtain your CDL. So the 100 hours, you can either get your CDL or you're going to have to do those 100 hours. That's completely up to you. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
But the parenting classes, I'm requiring that. There is to be field visits 1 time per month for 3 months. A $2,000 fine. That will be probated. Probation, is there anything else? All right. And probation, if you feel the need, we can do a TAP evaluation out of custody. If his levels go up, just schedule the TAP evaluation. Is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. Do better.
Thank you.
All right, in this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there is an issue, let your probation officer know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can come back here and address it with me. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you. You're welcome. All right. I'm sorry? All right. Okay, getting there. Just give me a moment. All right, Mr. Bill, if you'll come down, please. All right, we're back on the record in 2025 CR 002530, State versus Leroy Bill. If I could have parties re-announce for the record, please.
Andrew Harris Edwin for the state.
All right, and you're Mr. Bill, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so Mr. Bill, we ended up taking a recess because I wanted to be sure about the law. I don't know every single law there is, especially city ordinances, because if that doesn't come before you on a regular basis, you just really have no need to look up what different city ordinances are. So, council, I was given some case law by an attorney, and yes, there is no smoking in city parks. So that's where we are. So after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will, let me see, I think there's an application for deferred in this. All right, the court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Judge, we have requested a PSI.
Are we proceeding with sentencing?
State is not recommending probation.
They're silent. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
I assume there was going to be a PSI, Judge. If you wish to proceed, we can.
All right, are you waiving PSI?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
My client is 65 years old, Judge. He is receiving checks. He lives with his sister. He is been declared competent by a psychiatrist. My opinion is that he is close to getting borderline to senility, Your Honor. He doesn't pose a danger to the public.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
He does not pose a danger to the public, even though he had a weapon. His prior conviction is from I can't recall, but it's almost 10, 15, 20 years ago. Judge.
It's from 1988.
Yes, ma'am. We'd ask that you grant the application for deferred. He would be able to meet all of the conditions of probation, along with his sister helping him.
All right. All right, Mr. Bill. If you were released, do you have a place to stay?
Yes, ma'am.
And who would that be with?
On 1710 an hour.
No. I mean, who would you be staying with?
With my sister.
All right, and have you talked to your sister? Does she want you there?
Man, she paid my rent.
Okay.
Cause I see what happened is I had to divorce my wife to get my disability.
Mm-hmm.
And my sister moved in my house.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Bill, here's the thing. You are not allowed to have any type of weapon, no firearm or anything, and it's because of your conviction from 1988. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, with regard to your mental health, I know previously there was an evaluation done, and it took a while for you to become competent. Do you have access to mental health treatment or no?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you already have a doctor?
Yeah, I was waiting till my Medicaid kick in,
Okay.
and it's gonna kick in thoroughly when I'm 66.
Okay. And how old are you now?
I'm 65.
Okay. And when will you be 66?
February 23rd,
Okay.
1960. No, that's when I was born.
No problem. So this is what we need. You're going to have to go through Center for Healthcare Services because I want to make sure that your mental health is taken care of. Do you understand? And it's very important that you follow my instructions to the letter, all right?
Okay. I
So-
take the irritability pill.
Which pills?
The irritability pill, keep my mood swing right,
Mm-hmm.
and don't be getting upset that I'm too old for it. I don't want to catch no stroke.
Okay. All right. So this is what the court is going to do. the court is going to sentence you to 4 years deferred adjudication. Now, deferred adjudication, what that means is if for some reason, if you don't complete it, or if you are revoked, you're looking at 20 years in the prison, you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So it's very important that you complete everything, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
There's going to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment or SSI within 60 days. There should be no employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. Field visits 1 time per month. And probation, we'll do the field visits until he's under the care of a mental health physician. So, and a referral to Center for Healthcare Services. And they did say he had marijuana, so just do a TAP evaluation and that can be done out of custody. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the board to be successful on this probation?
No, ma'am.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal? Here you are, sir. Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement and because I followed your plea bargain agreement, you do not have the court's permission to appeal, all right?
Okay.
All right, we can go off the record. So if something happens and you need help with something, let your probation officer know. If there's an issue with reporting or something, let them know. Now, if it's something that they say they can't help you with, then it's not in their job description. They can't help you with it. But if you have a question about something or you need help with something, you can always come back to the court, okay? All right, thank you.
The lady at the SSI, excuse me, she told me I can only work 4 hours.
Well, so this is what I said in my order. I'm not requiring you to be employed, but I've given you a time frame to either get employment or let probation know this is my SSI. So if you're receiving your SSI, then you don't have to get employment. Okay?
Okay.
All right. And at your home, is it just you and your sister?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ramos.
Your Honor, one last thing, just for my client's benefit. We talked about a fine and community service. If you would pronounce that there would be no fine, or that if there is a fine, that be probated, and that the community service also be probated.
There's no fine, and I didn't order any community service, so there isn't any.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it, and I appreciate you letting me appear by Zoom.
Oh, you're welcome. Who is here on Rosa Ibarra? Your Honor. And after Rosa Ibarra, it's going to be Guerrero, then it's Seguro. Court is calling 2020, and I'm sorry, Norma? Yes. Mr. Bill stated, if you all have no objection, can you see maybe they'll take him in mental health court? Because I really think it's a mental health court issue and not so much this type of issue. All right, so yeah, do the referral and put in bold that they can file a motion for new trial. All right, thank you. All right, court is calling 2024 CR 012059, State versus Rosa Ibarra. Can I have parties announced?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Joseph Davidson covering for Monica Guerrero, and will you give this court permission for me to do this in place of Ms. Guerrero?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you Ms. Ibarra?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge.
Ms. Ibarra, did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Ibarra, did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you are giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
She does, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Ibarra, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain paid with your attorney? Did you understand it? According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 22 months in the state jail facility. There's a $2,000 fine, no applications. The state will take in consideration 2024 PF 12276, and there's restitution of $180 to DPS. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State, any evidence?
Plead offer states one in attachments.
No objection.
State, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent? You need to speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor. We ask that you follow the agreement, give her credit for her back time that she served.
All right.
And run the money concurrent with the time.
All right, the court will sentence you to 22 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine, time and money to run concurrently. Take in consideration 2024 PF 12276. There's $180 restitution to DPS, and I request the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community doesn't increase your time in custody, but it is to help you with any type of controlled substance abuse you may have. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question about that, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing. If you use drugs, only one of two things is going to end up happening if you don't stop. Either you're going to find yourself living the majority of your time in somebody's jail or at somebody's prison, or either somebody's going to end up identifying your body. Those are only two choices with drugs, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you're released from the state jail facility, if you can't find a place that can help you with your addiction, if I'm here, you come back here, I'll pick up the phone, call somebody to get you the help you need. All right. You're welcome. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
All right, who's here on Christopher Guerrero? I didn't know your client was on bond. I was like, anybody who has somebody on bond, let's take them up. All right, there's an application in this case or no?
There is, Judge.
Okay. Court is calling 2025 CR 003046. State versus Christopher Anthony Guerrero. Can I have parties announced?
In comparison, state.
Joanne Echo for Mr. Guerrero.
Are you Mr. Guerrero?
Yes.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Guerrero? All right, we're gonna go off the record. All right, we're back on the record. All right, Mr. Guerrero, did you review the application for community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Guerrero, did you review court admonishments and defendants waivers with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand you're charged with driving while intoxicated third or more? That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call them the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Guerrero, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea?
Mm.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine and state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Judge.
State, is that the plea?
Yes.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign it in both places? Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 8 years. There be 200 hours of community service restitution, 2-year driver's license suspension, ignition interlock for the full term, and 60 days in the Bear County Jail as a condition. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Dated exhibit 1 and attachments.
No objection, Judge.
All right, did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call them the right to remain silent?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits one and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing? All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I guess in regard to the plea bargain agreement, I'd like the court to be aware that my client spent 4 months in jail prior to making bond on this offense. And ask the court to run his probation CC. He's currently on probation for a misdemeanor offense. He's already done a TAP evaluation. He's taking the victim impact panel class.
And what is the cause number for the case you're asking that it run concurrently with? Is that one of the cases in the indictment?
I believe it is. Yes. One.
Is that the April 24 case? 2024?
Yes, that's it, Judge.
All right, so for the record, that cause number is 72460. And I'm sorry, counsel, what else were you saying?
That my client is starting outpatient treatment on Thursday.
Oh, anything else?
Yes.
He's also.
And I'm working.
Yeah, he has a full-time job.
All right, what do you do for a living?
Landscaping.
I'm sorry, what?
Landscaping.
All right, why do you keep drinking and driving? Obviously, you're a person who can't drink alcohol because you don't know when to stop.
Man, I was hanging out with the wrong people, Judge, and I'm glad I got that out of my life. You know, I'm spending 4 months in there, just
No, so let me just tell you, when people come before me and they say they were hanging out with the wrong people, AP2, who's listening here, the person who was the passenger who was too drunk to ride, guess what? If they were before me charging with the DWI, you know what they tell me? Judge, I was hanging out with the wrong people. And I would say, well, who are the wrong people? And they would say, you are the wrong people. So how old are you?
I'm 25.
All right, so you're old enough to know better. So it's not you hanging out with the wrong people. You have an alcohol problem
Of course.
and you can't stop drinking. And yes,
that just like ever since I got out, I've been sober for 7 months already. So, I'm not looking back no more.
no, I mean, I appreciate the fact that you're sober, but when you think about it, you had a DWI from 2021 and then another DWI in 2024 of April, and now you're back with another DWI in November 2024. So I'm trying to figure out what you need to maintain your sobriety, because spending the 48 days in jail, that's usually, I never want to see that again. I never want that to happen again. But obviously you've been in jail before because you have 3 DWIs.
But I have family, dude, and I don't do it just for myself, I need to be, out and do right, and that's what I'm going for.
And who is this family?
It's my girl and my stepson and my brother and my dad as well. So,
All right. So in 2021, was your girlfriend in your life?
no,
Was she in your life in 2024 when you had DWI second?
no. At that
So
time,
just since this time.
in this time, I'm trying to change and trying to do right. I don't want to go back, and that's what I'm aiming for success. And I think I could be a great member to the society.
All right. And how did you get here today?
I got dropped off, brother.
All right. I'm not going to allow him to drive until further notice. He needs to prove to me that he can make the appropriate decisions to be able to even have an occupational license, because your license is going to be suspended. And also that you can be trusted to make the correct decisions. All right, the court is going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. This is run concurrent with 724620. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. There's to be 2-year license suspension. There's to be no driving until further notice. Do you have a vehicle?
No,
All right. Who do you stay with?
I stay with my girl.
Does she have a vehicle?
No, she doesn't.
So there's no vehicle at your home.
No, I tell my brother to pick me up and drop me off. It's mine.
All right. There's gonna be a portable alcohol monitoring device with affidavit of non-driving. There's gonna be field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Does anybody want to address the elephant in the room that is the 60 days in the Bear County Jail as a condition that's being requested by the state?
As I already told the court, he spent 4 months in jail already before he made bond on this case. We would ask the court to take that into consideration if the court assesses the 60 days to give him credit for time served.
All right. These are your choices. This is your only choice with regards to the 60 days. You can spend 10 days on GPS, full house arrest. Or if you need to work, then you can spend 30 days on GPS partial for work.
Do the, I gotta work. I can do 30 days.
All right, so we'll do 30 days GPS partial for employment only.
Oh, I have a question. For outpatient, would they let me go? Because I
Yeah.
gotta go out.
They will.
Okay.
Can the court waive his fee, Judge?
I mean, I'll put it in there, but in order to do the waiver probation with the waiving fees of GPS, does that have to be through the jail?
Yes.
So he'll have to go pick it up at the jail. All right, so just so the record is clear, GPS partial for employment and treatment. Waive GPS fees. Are you doing any sober support meetings?
No,
All right, there's gonna be 90 sober support meetings in 90 days.
and I had another question, Judge. I gotta show up to my probation as well. They'll let me do that as well.
Yeah, they will. And Miss Abrams, I'm gonna do a referral to felony drug court. I just want you to know what the program is about. I think it would be beneficial for you if they accept you. It's a very difficult program, but you're gonna need a lot of help to successfully complete this probation and to get a little bit of a control on your addictions and not start making the right choices as to drinking. You understand? So if they accept you, then you should probably do it. But I'm not going to order you to do it because I know you have a lot on your plate, but that would be very beneficial for you. Probation, is there anything else? Thank you. Proof of employment within 40 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Anything else?
No, Judge.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. To be successful on probation here, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know about it. If you feel that they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court and address it with me. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And the other thing, you say you want to be in your girlfriend's life, you want to be a good stepfather. Everything you do from here on out, you should have the tools you need. For example, if you think you're going to drink, pick up the phone, call your sponsor. If you're going to drink, think you're going to drink, pick up the phone, call your probation officer. You understand? Because from here on out, everything that you do, you need to be asking yourself, could this result in me potentially going to prison for 10 years? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it. You understand? All right, good luck to you. Who's here on Silgario?
Santos.
Yes. Okay. Court is calling 2025 CR 005704, State versus Santos Seguero. Could I have parties announced?
Moving gallery for state.
And Ron Ross for defendant.
And are you Mr. Seguero?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery?
I have, Judge.
And did you review it with your client?
I have, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Silguero, did you review the application for deferred adjudication or community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it? Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the court admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you understand you're charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle as a state jail felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand? You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you are giving up those rights? Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? All right, no gum chewing. Oh, don't swallow it. They say that messes up your intestines. That's what always was our fear as children. All right. Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has, Judge.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Judge.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Seguero, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you into this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promise you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $1,000 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration 2024 PF 19499, and there's to be restitution payable to the complainant. Did you understand that to be the plea? Defense?
It is, Judge.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 200 hours of community service restitution, no contact with the complainant, the MRT, no possession of firearms, and the job readiness course. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence.
State offer states one in attachment.
No objections, Judge.
All right, state, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there'll be no live testimony. Did you understand? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
You are, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
I do, Judge. Santos is 17 at the time of the offense, he's now 18. Just before that, his mother and father broke up and his family moved to New Mexico, Clovis, New Mexico. And he was kind of struggling at that time. His whole family moved there. He unknowingly, I guess, he's spending some time in New Mexico. I said, did you get permission? He did from the bondsman. I said, from the court, no, you're supposed to have permission, but he obtained a job when he was there working in a cheese factory. And so, he doesn't have any priors. I don't know what this offense, I think the police report noted when they approached him, he was just kind of stunned and dazed. I don't know if he's got some problems, but he tells me one time he was at this court. I think I wasn't here or came late. In the hallway, he had a seizure and they had to take him to the hospital. So I don't know how that affects anything, but I would ask the court to consider his youth for this first time offense. And even deferred and allow him to transfer to New Mexico if the probation would do that. So he can be near his family, he can have a supportive family.
All right, so why did you do this?
I really don't have no excuse. My mother and father had just divorced, and my father had got locked up in prison, and I really didn't have no one to look up to. I just got mixed up with the wrong crowd. I know it's not an excuse, but
No, it's not.
I just don't understand. I was just in a bad spot, and no one to lean on.
Well, see, here's the thing about all of this. Number one, so hanging around with the only with bad people, you're the only person in the vehicle.
Yes, ma'am.
That's not yours.
Yes, ma'am.
And then the officers ask you to pull over. I've seen other people end up being shot and killed. They just tased you, and they had to tase you more than once. And then you still took off in the vehicle after they had tased you. Because I was wondering from reviewing the police report, I said, why is there an EKG in this police report? It is just an unauthorized use. It's an EKG for you. So you're going to have to turn your life around. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself at the prison or somewhere else. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So what county are you in New Mexico?
Curry County.
Sorry,
Curry County.
is that Kerry?
CUR.
Oh, Curry. Okay.
It's Clovis, New Mexico.
Yes, sir.
And who are you staying with while you're here?
My grandma. Oh, here.
Yes.
I have no one on here.
Well, I mean,
Who are you staying with them?
I'm here with my grandmother right now.
okay. And the reason why I asked that question is because I will grant your request to transfer, but probation will tell you you're not allowed to go there until you've actually been granted permission from probation to do so, because there are different legal standards that need to be met in order for you to be transferred, and the state has to accept that transfer. You understand? How far did you go in school?
I graduated high school.
All right, so what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Get in a position where I could own my own business and don't have to work anymore.
All right, so what does that mean? What type of business do you want to own?
My father had already owned a bounty house business. I was thinking about just taking that over.
So you're going to be a bounty hunter?
No, bounty house entertainment.
Oh, bounty house entertainment. Okay, I was like, bounty hunter, what? Okay, so what are you doing to make that happen?
I'm working right now.
But what are you doing towards reaching that goal?
I'm working. I move with my family. I move with the right crowd. I'm not around anyone that I was when I made those mistakes or anything like that. I'm not doing any of that nonsense anymore.
All right, so this is what I mean when I say, what are you doing? For example, if I want to become a court reporter and somebody said, oh, that's your dream, great dream. What are you doing towards that? And I would say, well, I've gone to courts and I've talked to court reporters, Cindy, and Cindy has said, hey, Stephanie, if you really want to be a court reporter, you got to go to school. And it may be, I can't afford it. So I say, I'm at my job. I found out that it takes, let's just say hypothetically, it takes $10,000 to go to court reporting school. So I'm working double shifts and I've decided that I'm going to set aside $200 out of my paycheck every time so that this is how long it will take me to pay my money to go to court reporting school. So it's great to have hopes and dreams, but you have got to start writing down, this is my goal. And you say your goal is to own an entertainment business, then you need to come up with a business plan. Like, okay, is this going to be brick and mortar? Where am I going to have it? How much is it going to cost? How am I going to attract business to me? And when I say the entertainment, what does that mean? Am I booking DJs and getting gigs for them? Those are all things that you need to figure out. Otherwise, you're just doing dreams and they're not going anywhere. And when you look up, half of your life is going to be gone and you're going to be talking to somebody under the shade tree where they used to do shade tree mechanics. And you're going to be telling them about, hey, I always wanted to do this. You understand? All right, this is what the court is going to do. There's $1,000 fine that will be probated. 4 years deferred adjudication. Take in consideration 2024 PF 19499. A transfer to Cary County in New Mexico. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Maybe marijuana.
See, you got to get your life together. Using marijuana is not, hey, I'm hanging out with the wrong crowds. That's all 100% you. So make sure on the regular random UAs, he's tested for levels. Proof of employment within 40 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months. There's to be no contact with and restitution to Saulo, S-A-U-L-O, Lastra, L-A-S-T-R-A, 200 hours of community service restitution. 50 hours will be waived upon completion of the MRT. And the remaining 150 hours will be waived if you obtain some type of trade school certification or higher level of education. Probation, is there anything else? Yeah, within 40 days. No problem. Is there anything else you need for the court to be successful? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. So with the community service hours, I'm trying to help you out, right? That 150 hours, you can either go work and bake in the sun, make sure you have your sunscreen because it's going to get hot in Mexico as it is in San Antonio, or either you can do something to benefit yourself by coming up with a business plan and actually working that plan and trying to get any licenses that you need. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Canedius, who do you have?
There's one with, Scott, Cameron Scott, that's one that I was just pointing to, I see the thing.
All right, when would you like to come back? It's a request for early term.
Maybe 2, 3 weeks, I think the state wants to bring.
Yes.
Will they have witnesses or not?
I think it's the complainer or something. All right,
3 weeks, that's whichever.
all right, if you'll figure out a date with Miss Ferguson and then I'll give you that date. All right. Okay. I was waiting for you to say that about the hamburger.
My other one, is,
Okay, I'm sorry, Miss Ferguson, what date?
15, July 15.
Okay. right. All right, and who is the other person? Okay. All right, who's here on Jonathan Allen?
Mr. McLean is not here, Judge, for the shell that he sent us. He's up here, Your Honor.
All right, can you check on what is happening with the competency evaluation?
Yes.
All right. And who is here on Dorian Camarillo?
That's Cornelius, and he just stepped out.
Okay. Okay, Deputy Laura, I am still stunned that you cannot smoke in a city park,
City judge. That is city.
but you can grill.
You can smoke at something out there, you can smoke church.
Yeah.
We can smoke yourself.
But was in the city or the county? City park.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm ready to go.
Oh, just bring him up, please. Well, I mean, you want to talk to the deputies, why that is case? Deputy Laura, he wants to know why his client is in two sets of chains.
That's big. Even there's data segregation. You can actually use for the other hand, that's their fault.
Jail never cease to amaze you.
The wonders never cease. That's what happens. All right, court is calling 2025 CR 006058A, State versus Dorian Camarillo. Can I have parties announced?
I think Galloway for the state.
Notice costs for the defendant.
And are you Mr. Camarillo?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so this is actually set on the docket for July 24th. But your attorney is here and you're asking for bond reduction, correct?
That's correct.
All right, and the court will note for the record, you are actually due to be here on June 9th, but jail transportation, the bus was inoperable, so that's why you were not brought here on that date. So you are here for this date. And to the clerks,
Yeah.
do double check. I've already signed investigation motion, but I have another one. So if you could just check to see if you all have it or I need to sign another one.
Yes.
All right, State, are you ready to proceed on the motion?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Cox, you may proceed.
All right, Judge, I called. Well, I had the court to take judicial notice that the bond in this case is set at $500,000.
Okay.
Report. And I call Erica Murillo. Maria, my Espanol number Wayne. So Lawrence.
Hey, I'm with you. Hello.
How are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. Make sure you keep your voice up because the court reporter has to hear. Off the record for Cindy, do you want to give her one of those little microphones that may help you? Oh, here, you can put this one. Oh, yeah.
No. You could just step up closer to the mic also.
Yeah. All right. All right, if you'll state your name for the record.
Yes, ma'am. It's Erica Murillo.
All right, defense, you may proceed.
Okay, thank you. And ma'am, Dorian Camarillo,
Camarillo.
okay, do you see him in the courtroom? Is he in the courtroom with us? Your son? Okay,
Mhm.
all right, in your relationship, you're his mom, right?
Yes,
Okay. In terms of, do you live in San Antonio?
yes.
Okay, and how long have you lived in San
Going to 3 years now.
Antonio? And presently, you live in a house or apartment?
When we used to live in Dallas, a house,
Okay, but here you live in an apartment now or?
A house.
A house, okay. And who lives in that, who normally live in that house with?
my son, my daughter, and myself, and my
Okay,
pets.
now. In terms of your son Dorian, how old is he?
Dorian, he's 17.
17 years old?
Yeah,
Is he a high school student?
yes.
What school does he?
Reagan High School.
And,
All right, just one second, off the record. Now, he's already on it. Been appointed, okay. Sorry, Mr. Cox, we were just cleaning up the matter. Mr. Cox, you may continue.
all right, thank you. Okay, and your son is, you indicated he's in high school, correct?
Correct.
And is Reagan High School,
Yes, sir.
and that high school is in San Antonio.
Correct.
And what grade is he?
11.
Second grade. So you anticipate that he will be graduating high school next year?
2026.
Now, are you employed here in the city?
Yes, sir.
How are you employed?
FedEx. Ground.
Now, ma'am, you understand that your son bond is set at $500,000.
Yes, sir.
That's something that you could, with his bond set at $500,000, can you bond it?
We have family, things that can help us. Yeah.
But you can't, can you make the $500,000 bond?
No, 500,000. Maybe a little lower. That works for us. Yeah.
Now, your son presently, is he presently employed?
He was, whenever the summer school, just when he used to work.
Basically, he's a full-time student, correct?
Yes, only on summer he used to do it.
Does he have money in the bank?
No,
Does he own any property?
no,
So we basically, you, in terms of the house where he lives with you,
yes,
and you provided basically.
correct.
And you support not only him, but his sister also.
My daughter, yeah, I have a daughter. Awesome. And my pets.
Okay. Pat with you.
All right, state.
Ms. Murillo, you said you currently live in San Antonio, is that correct? Okay, and you said you've lived here for about 3 years, is that correct?
Yes,
And you lived in Dallas before that?
20 years.
Okay, do you still have family in Dallas?
Yes.
Okay, does that, what does that consist of up in Dallas?
That's family.
Dorian's
dad.
That's Dorian's dad, that's.
The family.
Okay, and he has family up there as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and did Dorian attend school up in Dallas?
Yes.
Okay, up to what grade did he go to school up there?
We moved from Dallas to Virginia when he was 11.
Okay, and so he attended school from the time he was 11 until 3 years ago in Dallas?
No, he was born in Dallas, my son. So he went to pre-K all the way when he was 11. So then we moved to Virginia for like 3 years. And he attended school over there.
Okay.
And then we moved back to San Antonio.
Okay, so let me see if I'm following you correctly. So Dorian, your son, he was born in Dallas, is that correct?
Yeah.
And so you lived there with his father in Dallas
Mhm.
when he was born?
Yeah.
Okay, and then he lived there for some time until Dorian was 11, is that correct?
11. Mhm.
Okay, and then at that time you moved to Virginia.
Mhm.
Okay, and so do you have family in Virginia as well?
No, that's because of daddy's job. We do a construction environment.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and so did Dorian attend school in Virginia as well?
Yes.
Okay, so it's fair to say he probably has friends still in Dallas and probably in Virginia,
More in Dallas. to
more
be
in
honest.
Dallas?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you all moved to San Antonio 3 years ago?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you said that you live in a home currently, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you renting that home or do you own it?
No, we rent.
Okay. And your daughter that you also have to support, how old is she?
My daughter Sabrina, she's 15.
Okay. And so she's not working, is that correct?
No,
Now you said that you work at FedEx, is that correct? Is that full-time or part-time?
kind of like part-time.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your working hours?
From 3 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Okay. And what is your hourly rate that you get paid?
$20.
$20 an hour?
Mhm.
Do you get any extra compensation for working like a deferential shift overnight?
No, no.
No?
Mhm.
Okay. And how many hours per week do you work?
25,
25?
27 sometimes.
Okay, at $20 per hour.
Mhm.
So you stated that have you contacted any bonding companies yet?
Yes,
Okay,
Mhm.
about how many have you contacted?
like 2 of them.
Two, okay.
Okay.
And you stated that you've kind of started to gather family to help you?
Yes.
Okay, and so that's a resource that you have, your family is willing to help you make the bond, is that
Yes,
correct?
ma'am. That's correct.
Okay, and you stated Dorian in the summers that he used to be employed, where did he used to work at?
With daddy.
Oh, in the construction,
Mhm.
okay. And so. Do you have a car?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you own that car?
No, I'm doing it all. for the
Okay.
government.
We have to listen, sir.
Any further questions?
Nothing further.
All right, thank you. Just leave with the court reporter.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
We rest.
All right, state you can have a seat. State any witnesses?
Witnesses, Judge, but at this time we offer states exhibit number 1 for the purposes of this hearing.
Any objections?
My objection to that is not evidence. They're proffering. I presented evidence. So that proffer. And this is not evidence. So I would object to it. That's grounds.
All right,
The proper cause hearing, I think sometimes you can use hearsay, those type of things, but for evidential hearing,
but also for bond reductions, correct?
Yeah.
Because the rules of evidence don't apply to bond reductions. Am I incorrect?
I think for someone, but my position that is that someone would have to be the person that they would present the evidence. Just by, I can put in a encyclopedia and say, well, just look at this.
Mhm.
Someone would need to be able to make the correct profit. I don't think the correct profit.
Okay. All right, the objection will be overruled and the court will review states exhibit number 1 just for purposes of this hearing. And if y'all will step back while I read this. All right. All right, Mr. Camarillo. All right, the court has read State's Exhibit number 1. And Mr. Camarillo, the court is reading State's Exhibit number 1, really for the sole purpose of making a determination on what your bond should be set at. That will ensure the safety of the community and also ensure that you appear at court.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what this entire hearing about. The State's Exhibit number 1 is not for me to review it in light of, does the state prove its case beyond a reasonable doubt? Because that's something where witnesses will be called and your attorney can make objections, and you may have hearsay objections and other type of objections. So this is strictly for me to review that, take in consideration the testimony of your mother, and decide what your bond should be set at. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So I've reviewed the documents, I've heard the testimony, and the court will hear argument on bond requests.
Since it's my motion that I waive opening and reserve to closing.
It's so rare that defense attorneys get a chance to do that. When I see it, I like to see it. All right, State.
Judge, at this time, we're requesting that you keep the bond at 500,000. I think what came out during the testimony, well, in addition to State's Exhibit number 1 and the safety aspect of this offense, in addition to what came out in the testimony is that the defendant does not really have sufficient ties here to the community in Bear County. I believe that he's a flight risk based on the testimony that he has sufficient ties, mostly in Dallas, but also avenues in Virginia. Further, the testimony is that they have began reaching out to bond companies and have additional members of the family to help make the bond. And so we believe that is set in a sufficient amount and would request that you keep it at 500,000.
All right, and Mr. Cox,
Okay.
if you don't mind, if I could take up Miss Russell's case,
Oh, that's
only
fine.
because she has to travel to take care of another client.
That's fine. Yeah.
All right, a CPS client. So if you'll just have a seat, if I could see the parties on Christina Garza. You're welcome. And counsel, you're on this side. Hello. Remove glasses. Oh, yeah. Court is calling 2025 CR 003866 State versus Christina Garza. Could I have parties announced?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Elizabeth Russell for Christina Garza.
And are you Christina Garza?
Yeah.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
We have judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Garza, did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are waiving the repeater enhancement.
Any objection?
No objection from defense.
All right, did you review the admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand your charge with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4,200 grams, that's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
That's
I
okay.
distracted her, judge.
That's okay. You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses. The state will call in the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
She has, judge.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Yes, judge.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, judge.
Ms. Garza, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $2,000 fine and state recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Judge.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 6 years. There be 200 hours of community service restitution, TAP evaluation, no contact with Miller Park or 2802 MLK Drive, and the moral recognition therapy course. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence?
State offer states one in attachment.
No objection.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge, we waive PSI.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. My client has been a drug addict since she was 15. She hit a rock bottom, and we've submitted evidence to you that she voluntarily submitted herself to drug treatment. She submitted a hair follicle test as of May 2025. And if you tested her today, she would test absolutely clean for absolutely everything. That includes marijuana, that includes THC, that includes CBD. She is rebuilding her life. And she believes that she will be successful on probation because of the commitments that she has made to both herself and to her family. And she really has already seen the success of making those life changes. She is in a part-time program through which college? I'm sorry. SNHU for substance abuse counseling. And she has a full-time job and she is on a road to reunification with her child. She fully believes that she'll be successful on probation because of the choices that she made voluntarily and has seen your rulings in the court and the conditions that you've required of people and know that she can be successful in this.
All right.
And we actually submitted to you with.
I have those, yes. All right, so how old is your child?
She's been 6 on 27.
Okay. So are you having visitation with her through CPS or what's going on with that?
With Mary Contreras, I'm sorry, just, with Mary Contreras through Blue House, they're doing reunification therapy. She has not been in her child's life since she was 6 months, mostly due to the substance abuse. Because she has been able to provide those steps and that progress, that reunification therapy has started. She has one scheduled for today that she would really like to make. And she has shown that progress to the courts, and I think that is why they're giving her that opportunity.
All right. And so who has the child been living with prior to this?
Her father's mother.
Okay. All right. So here's the thing about that. And I'm glad they're doing reunification therapy with you because sometimes people want to come in and they want to act like they've been there forever. And you can't do that. You got to meet her where she is in her growth and where you are in your growth. Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. There's a $2,000 fine that will be probated. 4 years deferred adjudication. Proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider or with minors. there is to be 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. If you provide proof that you've completed it within this year, then the court will count that as your parenting classes. You understand? So how far did you go in school?
I got my GED.
All right, so what is your goal in life?
I have a full-time job.
All right, doing
We'll
what?
address that in a second. We'll address that. I know you're freaking out.
Yeah.
We'll address it in just a
So what do
second.
you want to do with what is the big picture? What is your dream job?
I want to be a substance abuse counselor. That's
All
what I'm
right.
eligible for.
So the court will deduct 100 hours from the community service restitution once you provide proof of completion of parenting classes. The remaining 100 hours will be deducted if you obtain some type of trade school certificate or certification in your field of choice. There's to be no contact with, have you had any contact with Elizabeth Rios?
No.
All right, so there's to be no contact with Elizabeth Rios or Miller Park or 2802 MLK Drive. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, field visits one time per month for 6 months. Probation, is there anything else? All right, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
Yes, Judge. And so she does work as a home health care provider. She has worked hard to get this job. I understand. She's worked hard to get this job, and a part of her ability to be successful in her sobriety has been the ability to provide for herself and hopefully pay for this reunification. With permission of her patients, will the court allow her to continue working?
I will consider it, but you have to get a letter from whoever you're caring for. And that letter has to let them know specifically what you're charged with, what you're on probation for. I'm not saying I'll do it, but I'll consider it. And I'm definitely not going to do it if the state is not in agreement with them. Because one of the things, my job is to protect the community, and being around vulnerable persons when you have felonies, that's tough for me. So usually no employment with children or home health care providers. You understand? So for us to even get too close where I would consider it, there needs to be a letter from the employer that you work for who's sending you out, and also a letter from the people that you're providing care for.
And we have provided the letter from the employer. We will provide the specific letters from the patients that she cares for. Is the state in agreement if she has those letters?
Well,
I would have to review them first.
Mhm.
Okay,
All right. Anything else?
we'll do our part.
All right. Is there anything else you need from the court? All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? All right. Because this is a plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? All right. So here's the thing. In this court, communication is key. To be successful, you need to stay in contact with probation. If there's an issue, let probation officer know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can come to me. If you ever think that you're about to use, pick up the phone, call your probation officer. They're going to try to get you help. What I can tell you in this court, if people use, all you have to do is pick up probation and say, hey, I think I'm going to use. They're not going to file a motion to revoke. You know what they're going to do? They're going to come to me with the compliance hearing saying, hey, this person thinks they're about to use. What can we do to help them? You understand? But if you don't call them, there's nothing we can do. All right, good luck to you.
Judge, I did have one additional thing.
Sure.
He resides in Abilene.
Mhm.
And so we would request permission for her probation to be transferred to Abilene.
All right, and what county is that?
Taylor.
I'm sorry?
Taylor.
All right, and then we can do transfer to Taylor
Sorry.
County, no problem, and Abilene. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Mr. Cox. Thank you, Mr. Cox. She said that she had someone who had a child reunification meeting, so.
No problem.
All right, so we're back on the record. And 2025 CR 0060588A State versus Dorian Camarillo. The parties re-announce.
Megan Galloway for the state.
Cornelius Scott for the defendant.
All right, and so we were proceeding with closing arguments and the defense had reserved their
Yes.
closing. You may proceed, counsel.
Judge, one thing I noticed, most times when the state make their positions on bond, they go. If the person has a prior record, that's one of the first things that over here. Nothing, solid. Client doesn't have a prior record. Secondly, it appears that when the original bond was set in this case, the original charge was capital murder.
Mhm.
That charge has been reduced. We go, as everyone knows, capital murder would be, if you were convicted, it would be life without parole, or possibly the death penalty. Not in his case because of his years. So we're not talking about those type of situations. We're actually talking about a first degree. So what I'm asking the court to do in this case is set the bond, which is typically set in a case where there's a first degree. Now, the state proper state exhibit number 1 in even in that proper, it doesn't suggest that my client shot anyone or urged anybody to do that. It appears that the person that is deceased was a person that was allegedly in a vehicle, and it never an indication that my client at all did anything in terms of physically to harm this person. It appears that the perhaps the victim in alleged aggravated robbery actually shot and killed a.
So this is one of those cases, I believe, where you have the alleged defendants in a vehicle and the complainant is alleged to have shot one of the people in the vehicles, but it's also alleged that it was in the process of persons in the vehicle committing an offense. That's one of those Texas rules.
The bond.
Murder, yes.
So you have to do a lot of twisting and turning and maneuvering in terms of understanding. So my position, Judge, is that if it's murder case, first degree, at this point, we just want the bond set where a first degree case would normally be set. And my position is that is typically around the $100,000 mark, maybe up to $150,000 mark. I'm just asking the court we have a young man who's still in high school, to set it at somewhere in that area, even if the court needs the assurance of a electronic monitor, to have it monitored at all times. And that's fine, that's understandable. We just feel that to keep it, if the state reduces the charge, just with the court, the magistrate originally set it at $500,000 based on allegations of a capital murder. In that case is reduced, then we just feel that the bond should be reduced to what is typical in a first degree situation. And that's all we're asking for, something that's in that.
Okay. All right. So what I can tell parties, and I want to make sure it's clear, because on what I have on the docket sheet, it says capital murder, so it's no longer listed as a capital murder, is that correct?
That's great.
That's the indictment.
The indictment.
Felony murder and count two aggravated robbery.
Okay. All right, anything else to come?
Nothing.
And as a condition of his probation, I'm sorry, as a condition of his bond, is he is one of his conditions already for GPS or no?
Well, the copy that I had was, it was a blank copy, so, but I would imagine that, it would be GPS.
All right, let me just. I'm trying to look up his conditions of bond. It's not in my system. I don't have that in my Odyssey, at least what I have access to.
Judge, when I look at the notes on the jailing of the defendant, it says GPS full house arrest, no contact with the family obtained in full, no firearms, and random drug / alcohol test.
Okay. All right, this is what the court will do. Okay. All right, what I can say is based upon what the court has read and states exhibit number one, and state, is it correct that this defendant does not have any prior cases? All right, so based upon what the court is reading in states exhibit number one, based upon the evidence that has been tendered, in just one moment. All right, this is what the court is gonna do. Court is gonna set the bond at $250,000 with all previous conditions to include full GPS. There should be no contact with Roberto Alejandro Monreal, Esteban Torres, the family of Hayden Holt, Dorian, I'm sorry, there is another person. What is Harris's name?
Joseph.
And also Joseph Harris. All right, any other conditions you would like added, state, or are you requesting?
Judge, if I could just see the states as
Yes.
There's, in the conditions that you had Eric's, is that correct?
No, I did not put down Eric. You say Eric?
Yeah.
And that's Cepeda with the S?
Yes.
All right, and no contact with Eric Cepeda.
And then one other person. There's Janelle, I know his last name. If I could just have something.
Sure. And Norma, can you give Mr. Camarillo a reset form in case he makes bond? And it should be for July 24th.
That was Eric Cepeda,
Roberto Monreal, Esteban Torres, Joseph Harris, and the family of Hayden Holt.
I believe that's all you're.
All right, anything else?
I have a request
Yes,
for employment,
I'm sorry, what?
for employment.
No. I'm not gonna allow you to have employment. You're gonna be on full GPS. That means that you have a location and you cannot leave that location. If your family is going, we can go off the record, if your family is going to the Whataburger, or is it Whataburger? I don't know.
What, I think it's what.
Whataburger,
What,
or Burger King, or wherever they may be, or to HEB, you're not allowed to go. You are staying at whatever location that GPS is at. Do you understand?
Understand.
So if your GPS is for you to be at a specific residence, because you have to have a residence in order to have GPS, you cannot leave that residence. And the way those GPSs are now, they're very sensitive. So what does that mean? If your family is having a cookout in your backyard, you can't go to the backyard to get your plate. They'll have to bring it to you. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You can't go to the mailbox. It's going to go off. And if there's a violation of that GPS, what's going to end up happening, somebody's going to review the violation report. They're probably going to issue a judge's warrant, and then we will discuss it later and evidence be presented. And if that evidence is enough to show that you violated your GPS, a judge may remand you without bond. Do you understand?
Understand.
All right. Anything else? Thank you.
oh, with you waive fees on the GPS.
I'll ask that fees are, now that is an excellent question. I'll ask that fees are waived.
Oh, thank you.
Is there anything else? Do we have anybody else?
He was, waiting for jury trial or something.
Okay.
He didn't come out, he was second time.
Ah,
And
okay,
they finally released him.
okay. And who is his client?
He's out here, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Willard. Nora, have you all given me his file? Willard?
It's in the middle.
How do you know, Your Honor?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
All
All right, your attorney is actually in another county. They had him scheduled for jury trial. But now he's not going to jury trial and it would take him too long to get back here. So we're gonna bring you back on Thursday, okay? Do you have any questions?
Real quick, just a moment of your time.
Sure.
Um,
But before you, I'm gonna give you a moment of my time, but before we go down this road, if it's something specifically about your case or the facts in your case, it's best that you discuss that with your attorney present.
it's more the fact of him himself and me hiring as a paid attorney. And what time do I have to do that?
Thursday.
By Thursday?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So Willers will be back on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Yes. Mhm. Oh, no problem.
Also, I come out of the Yes.
All right, just give me a moment. Let me put this in.
Yes.
Bye. You're welcome.
Yeah, I think you have to refer it. This Thursday, the 7th, the 8th, and the 10th. Just shoot me an email. Let me know what day you're available and I'll pick it. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Did you e-file the original? Did you go e-file the original or do you have the original? You can give it to me. And then just email me and let me know when you're fine, when you're both gonna be coming in. Okay, sure. You welcome.
All right, who else do we have in the box? You're Alan? All right, Mr. Allen, come down. All right, Mr. Allen, we are still waiting for your evaluation to be completed. I'm sending an email to the court to ask them to expedite it, okay? And then let me see what page is he on the docket, please?
What does that mean?
Oh, so there's somebody who's going to talk to you and they need to talk to you because we can't proceed with your case.
Dustin, Derek, had one of them talk to me?
Yeah, no, not it's going to be a doctor that comes.
Dustin or Derek.
Okay, they'll come and speak to you, okay? Yes, they
FBI.
come speak to you.
Yeah, no, Derek Huber, because that's who I usually industry work with, 'cause I think it's an industry problem.
Okay. Well, we're going to work on that because I want to make sure that you get a chance to speak to who you need to speak to so we can go forward with your case, okay?
Okay.
And I want you to be able to speak with your attorney so you can help the attorney with your case. So I'm going to send an email and ask for them to expedite it, all right?
And do I get time served until then?
No, what will end up happening is your attorney will speak to you about that. But what I can tell you, the time that you're in jail, all of that counts towards your time, okay?
What
So,
time?
hmm?
I didn't have a violation of probation. I did not have any gun or ammo. I just didn't have that.
Okay.
So,
right.
what was my violation of probation?
Well, we're gonna see what we can do with that. Norma, when can Mr. McLean be here? Tell him that he needs to be here on Thursday.
Because I was seeing one in the Allen family, is there anything wrong with me seeing my family every once a week is what I was doing?
Okay.
It was just like the last 2 or 3 days I was seeing them every 2 or 3 days. They arrested me for someone that had no number, 71442W is what I found, and no, when I was arrested, it was 2 or 3 different numbers ended with 2W. Very strange, very strange.
Okay. Well, we're gonna see if we can clear that up, okay?
Great.
All right, so we're gonna see you back on Thursday.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, anyone else? Is that everyone?
And Davis.
All right, could I see the file on Davis, please?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Judge, that's one that should reset to July 10th.
All right. All right, Mr. Davis, you'll be back on July 10th, okay? Yes, so it's coming back on the 10th. Your attorney just needs more time to look over everything. All right? Yes. So he's moving as quickly as he can, but he'll get it done, all right?